This is a grappling hook in vanilla Minecraft, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use it. But first you'll need to install it. So this is a data pack and a resource pack that you can get at the time on screen or through a video chapter. But once you have it installed, you'll need to craft it. So you can do that with a fishing rod, a sticky piston, a string, and 2 tripwire hooks. And that will make your grappling hook. Once you have it, you can just right click to use it, and you get pulled wherever it hooks onto. So I can go all the way up here, and it brings me up. It might get kind of annoying if you get stuck like this, but if you don't get stuck, you can, I am getting stuck, so it's not really working, but if you don't get stuck, you can get to where you want to go. And yeah, now I'm on top of the building again. I can swing from here again, and if you stay on, you'll just kind of start orbiting like this. You'll just kind of fly around a bit. I mean, not really flying. I know I'm in creative, but I'm not actually flying. It works in survival, so I can go in survival and do everything. I still, just kind of swing around. I don't know why you'd really stay on. You can, just like get one swing, right click to bring it back, and then right click again to shoot it again, and then it'll keep, you can go to new spot or something. You can right click on things far away, and then it'll go all the way there. There's not really much to it. That's pretty much it. There's not really anything else to the whole thing. There's not really anything you can do with it. There's no different kinds of grappling hooks or anything like that. But, they work. They work in multiplayer and everything. Oops. Okay, so yeah, you can die if you, well, obviously. So you have to obviously be careful if you're jumping off of things. You don't want to miss and then die. There might be like a few issues with it. This is pretty rare, but I think it might be possible. And if like someone leaves the game while they're using a grappling hook, and yeah, you can kind of just circle around this. But if I leave and rejoin in single player, it gets rid of it. But if someone leaves a server while they're using a grappling hook like this, because if you right click while it's out, it just disappears and you stop getting pulled and everything. But if someone left the game while they still had the grappling hook out and everything, then it might just kind of get stuck there. Like it'll just be there forever, kind of. Well, maybe not forever, but I guess it would be until they like join or something. So if you're like a server operator or something like that, you can, if you want to get rid of ones that might get stuck, and they might, I don't know why this would happen, but they might break and then get stuck anyway, even if someone tried to remove it. It might break. It is pretty rare, but if it did happen, you can run the function, or you can run the command /function grappling hook : remove all loaded, remove all loaded grappling hooks. But yeah, if you run that command, which you have to be like an operator for, if you can't run commands normally, then it won't work. But so you have like a server operator, or if you already have commands enabled, then you can just do that. And if you run it, it will just remove all the ones that are in the world, in case you had some, like, if you had some of these hooks stuck or something like that, and you just, so you can do that if you need to. But of course you don't have to do that to get rid of them. You can just right click to get rid of them. Like if you use one, then you can just right click and it gets rid of the, right click again and it gets rid of the one that you're using. So yeah, you can really only use one at a time. You're not supposed to be able to use multiple. I don't know what you could do to do that, but multiple people can use them. You can have multiple at the same time as long as you have different people. So you can, have multiple people using them. Another thing to keep in mind is you might encounter like random, I can't really show this because I'm not in multiplayer, but the way I get pushed around horizontally is using an entity collision. So like there's an entity behind me that pushes me. That's kind of how it works. So normally that's not like a problem or anything, obviously, because it needs to push you. But if you have someone else they might get pushed like with you or the wrong way or something like that if you get near another player who's using a grappling hook. So that can happen. It's not like a huge issue because you just kind of get pushed a little bit. It's not like a big problem, but that can still happen. So yeah, and another potential thing that can get stuck is one of those collisions. So you might find something that's just invisible, but it's pushing you away. And if that happens, you can run that same function to remove all the loaded grappling hooks. Also, whenever you're using one, well, not using one, it has to be grabbed onto something. So if it has grabbed onto something, then you aren't able to take fall damage at all. Because I just took fall damage there, but that's because I stopped using it. So if you stop using it, you can take fall damage. That's kind of overpowered. This isn't really balanced for survival or anything. It's pretty overpowered because you can literally just right-click something far away and then just go right to it. It's like faster than an elytra almost. Actually, it probably is sometimes. So, and you don't need fireworks or anything. It's just you craft it once and then you have a grappling hook forever. So it's not really like balanced for survival or anything, but you could still use it in survival. So yeah, as you may have seen, I can just right-click the ground and get pulled there, and then I just don't take any fall damage. So yeah, that happens. It's a little bit weird. I know it doesn't really make sense that you can just, pull yourself all the way to the ground really fast and survive, but it's not supposed to be realistic. And as you can see, yeah, just hit the ground there, don't take any fall damage. But if you haven't grabbed onto anything yet, like if I just hit the sky, it's not going to work because it hadn't actually grabbed onto anything. So it was still, just being shot and trying to find something. So yeah, it will. So I still took fall damage. But if you do grab onto something in time, then you won't take fall damage. Like I can grab that. There we go. I got pulled up. Well, I guess I didn't even touch the ground, but sometimes you'll touch the ground. Like, well, I hit the ground there a bit, I think, yeah. If I go up, I can do like this. I can like hit the ground, but it didn't take any fall damage. So yeah. Yeah, so it's not really balanced for survival or anything. It's pretty overpowered, but it was just a fun thing. This isn't a very long video. There's not really much to say. It's very simple, but it's something I wanted to do for a long time, but I hadn't really known how because I don't know. There haven't been really easy ways to like. Well, there really isn't a way to change the player's motion. Oops. So I can't do that, but now I can kind of, there's always new features in Minecraft, so I can do different things, or I can do new things, and now I can use entity collisions to push the player, and also I can modify gravity so that you can go up and down. So yeah, it was kind of just like, it's just now finally possible to make a grappling hook in vanilla Minecraft. So pretty cool. It doesn't come with this world or anything. It's just a data pack and a resource pack. You technically don't need the resource pack. Without the resource pack, the grappling hook looks like a carrot on a stick. And when you use it, the line renders right. Like this line that that you kind of are attached to, or it's supposed to look like you're attached to. It's not perfect. You can like, if you like, I don't know, it kind of doesn't stay with me all the time, but that looks normal. But the hook itself will look like this. Looks like a structure void because it doesn't have the model, but everything still works without the resource pack. You just need the data pack. But of course, the resource pack helps to make it look better. There's a few things you might have noticed, like that. You might have seen particles appear, as that can happen. If I just go to the ground, yeah, there we go. They might not be easy to see, but there's like water particles that kind of are everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but they're around you. Well, it didn't happen there, but see, like, oh wow, oh yeah, they're in the water. Yeah, of course. Anyway, there's just kind of a lot of water particles. I don't know if you can really see them very well. But yeah, it's when you're near water, of course. But yeah, it's just because of the entity that makes you have the collision, so you can move. That kind of happens. And also, if you, I guess you can't really see it. Sometimes when you're near fire or lava, that same thing can happen. It'll look like a giant fire block or something. But you know, I don't know. That's only when you're near water or fire. You might not always notice it. But anyway, yeah. So you see those particles again. I don't know if you can notice them, but it's not going to actually catch you on fire or something like that. It's just visual. But anyway, this map, by the way, is just, I didn't make this map. This is from somebody else, but I'll have a link to it in the description. I guess there's just one thing left to say, which is you can actually go through blocks sometimes. Like you can see here, it doesn't go through glass. That's not what's causing it. But when you have like 45-degree angle walls, or not, I guess not quite, but it's like whenever you have something like this, where it's like thin here almost, like it looks like this, I guess. You can actually sometimes go through that. So you can see I can just like go through it. Doesn't happen if you go like straight on, it won't go through it, but if it's like this, you can sometimes go through it. I guess not too hard. So I can probably go through both of these. There we go. I just went through, like, I can like do this, and it went through both of the walls here because they weren't really solid kind of all the way through. I mean, they are, but the grappling hook can kind of go through them, so that'll happen sometimes. And yeah, I guess I never really mentioned this, but it can't go forever. If it goes far enough away from you, it'll just like disappear. But you can go pretty far. I don't know if I can reach that. Yeah, no, but if I get a little bit closer, now I can reach the building. Yeah, there we go. So it's got a decent range. You can go pretty far away, but not forever, obviously. Yeah, I couldn't reach that. Yeah, but I can probably reach this. So yeah, it's got a pretty good range, but yeah, not infinite or anything like that. So to install the data pack, you'll need to select the world that you want to install it to, click Edit, Open World folder, and then once you're in here, go into the data packs folder. There might be stuff here if you've got data packs before. If not, that's fine. It doesn't really matter if there's anything in here. But then you can download the zip file in the description and put it into this folder. So yeah, you don't have to go into it or unzip it or anything like that. It'll be just there, and it'll just be a file, and well, it's a zip folder, but it's sort of a file, so you can just drag it into the data packs folder of your world. You don't have to go into it or anything. And then back in Minecraft, you can just go into the world, and then I don't actually have cheats, so I can't get it. I have to get everything myself, or I can just do this, and then get everything you need, crafting table, and get a tripwire hooks, string, sticky piston, and the fishing rod. That's not a fishing rod. There it is. It won't probably appear in your recipe book until you've crafted it once. So if I do this and then craft it, there we go. And then it appears here. But if you haven't installed the resource pack yet, which actually I'll show you how to do now. So you go into your resource packs folder, and I actually already have it on, but if you don't have it, you obviously wouldn't. So it's pretty much the same. You go into this, you click open pack folder, it opens another folder. This time you don't have to go into a data packs folder or anything like that. It just will be a folder of the resource packs, and then you download the resource pack from the description, which is different, so you have to make sure you get the right ones. But you get the resource pack from the description and put that one just into this folder. You don't have to go. There's no other folders you need to go into or anything. It's just right when you click this button, it'll open a folder. You'll be in a folder, and then you just put the zip file in there. Again, you don't have to unzip it or anything. You just put it right in there. And then I don't know if you'll see it right away. You can like hit done and then go back in if you need to, but it should appear, and then you can turn it on and everything, and then everything will look correct, and then you can use them. Well, I guess you don't need the resource pack to use them, but it, makes it better. So, yeah, then you can just do that. You can try to, you can use it as much as you want. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's no durability on these things, so yeah, you can just kind of use them forever. But, yeah, so pretty simple. Yeah. There's not much else to say, so yeah. It's kind of overpowered. Again, I said like it wasn't balanced for survival, but it's actually really crazy if you use an elytra. If you start using it, you can actually just go crazy any direction. It kind of doesn't push you in the right direction anymore. This is weird, but it doesn't push you in the right direction anymore. It just kind of like, you can go wherever you want to go. So that's kind of fun and everything. It's like overpowered because you can like not be moving. You don't need fireworks. You just use a grappling hook. You get a ton of speed, and then you can just stop using it again. And you can just do that again. And then you get, oh yeah, you get a ton of speed, and then you can do the same again. So it's not very balanced or anything, and yeah, you can kind of exploit it with an elytra and everything, but yeah, so yeah, again, it wasn't really like made, like you can use it in survival and everything, you can craft it and everything, it works, but it wasn't really like designed to be like balanced for survival or anything. So yeah, it's kind of overpowered, but it's still fun. So yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else to say. I don't think. Again, if you ever get a glitchy one that's stuck, you can run the same function. Grappling hook, remove all loaded grappling hooks, and then there you go. Yeah, so that's it. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you in my next one. Hope you enjoyed!